Arrest Atiku within 72 hours from now. APC directs EFCC, ICPC. Yes, the campaign team of the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, and the ICPC, that is Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Offences Commission, to immediately arrest the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party. They said they are the main opposition in Nigeria. Yes, they said Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the PDP must be arrested within 72 hours from now. Yes, over what they described as Atiku Gate. Atiku Gate. According to Tinubu's team, Atiku as vice president between 1999 and 2007 colluded with his then boss, President Olusegun Obasanjo, to mismanage the special purpose vehicles, SPVs. Now, the Tinubu team, a campaign organization, has called for the not only arrest but for the prosecution of Atiku Abubakar. Yes, they made the call during a press conference in Abuja on Monday, January 16, where they maintained that Atiku does not enjoy immunity as a presidential candidate and therefore he must be arrested. And also they said the campaign organization will pursue legal means to seek the former vice president's disqualification from the elections next month for alleged corruption. In their statement, they said, look, for about a week now, said Nigerians have been in deep shock over the grave revelations by a whistleblower, Mr. Michael Achimugo, who has provided the nation with iron-cast evidence of letters of appointment by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, emails, documents, audio clips, sworn affidavit, and direct oral evidence as to how Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who happens to be the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, during his tenure as vice president of Nigeria between 1999 and 2007, colluded with his then boss, President Olusegun Obasanjo, to fleece the country and steal public funds using what he termed special purpose vehicles, SPVs. According to them, those SPVs were companies Atiku admittedly registered upon assumption of office as vice president with the approval of President Olusegun Obasanjo, using trusted allies as shareholders and directors. The purpose was to divert government contracts to these companies as consultants, and then paid monies into these companies and used those monies to fund the PDP and their private businesses and family activities. We can all vividly recall that during that tenure, both President Olusegun Obasanjo and Atiku Abubakar built the Bells University and the American University respectively. They said now they know from where the funds came. Therefore, they said they are making available certified true copies of the affidavit sworn to and released to the public by the whistleblower, Mr. Michael Achimugo, giving graphic details of all that transpired, including attached documents. You see, so this is what they are saying. The All Progressive Congress, they said they are giving APC, they are giving ICPC and the EFCC 72 hours ultimatum to arrest Atiku Abubakar. You see, the people in the APC and the PDP are they not the same? Are they different persons? They are the same people. We should not get confused, by their nomenclature. This is mere nomenclature, Nigerians. Look, Biafrans, listen, our people. Don't be deceived by this changing of skin or whatever. They go and change themselves. And they come and said, we are APC. The APC you are seeing today is 80% of former PDP members. They cross-carpeted to APC. More than, what is 80%? Up to 90% to 95%. There are people from the PDP. They have ruled Nigeria from 1999 to 2015. And when they see that, oh look, this party is not working again, they all moved. Prior to the election of Buhari, they all cross-carpeted. The governors were at the campaign to the other party. They said they are they are new PDP. We are moving. Almost 5 of governors moved at the same time, senators were moving prior to Buhari election. Prior to the Buhari, the election that brought Buhari to government. Yes. After he won that charade of 2015, they said more were trooping in from that same PDP to this APC. More of members of the PDP were trooping in their large numbers, in mass movement. They were cross-carpeting, jumping like monkey, So, and now they are telling Nigerians, look at what PDP did. All of you benefited from it. All this one in APC today. They benefited from all these things that happened in PDP. So the point we are making is this. There's no sense there. They are all the same. They said, oh, are the same people. The same people. They should not come and deceive Nigerians. So what we are saying is this. Onye buru mmadụ mma na awa ya mbọ. Yes. Onye buru mmadụ mma na awa ya mbọ. Now this APC want to come and tell us that they are sent. You protect Nigeria. Who is saying that? You all are the same. You were in PDP and you perpetrated these heinous crimes and criminality, these fraudulent activities, and all you did was against Nigerians. And now you have joined party. You are on the other side of the divide, and you are now shouting when PDP was in power. Look at what they did. And PDP will say when APC was in power. So we are fed up with all this, hide and seek game. Tomorrow they will join the other party and reconcile. And look, Nigerians, they are playing with your future. The people of the start is the Biafrans. Your own is of utmost concern to all of us. The Biafrans, the old Eastern region. Listen, that's what we are saying. These people, they are there. They are doing their charade now. If another party wins now, all of them will go and join there. If this one wins, PDP win, they will all join there. That's what they are doing. That's nothing else. They will go and change their garb, the new garb that will suit the trend at that moment, the political trend, and continue to loot the resources. Their concern is to loot and pauperize the people and make them to be in abject poverty forever and ever. And so there's no remedy in sight. There's no plan to remedy the country, to see that the education sector is revived, to see that the economy is revived, to see that people can go to market and buy things at the cheaper rates, and so that they can feed their families, to see that people go to school and acquire quality education, to see that we have roads, quality roads that will last up to 25 years at least. Not that with the one you build tomorrow, you see potholes next tomorrow. To see that we have drinkable water, drinkable water. To see that we have electricity at least 24 hours or 12 hours in a day. 12 hours in a day. At least. You see? We have decent living and accommodation. Not living in slums and call it home. They have no such plans. There's nothing on ground to show that they are planning for all these things. So, things will continue to go awry. Could go bad and even worse and escalate or exacerbate in this contraption. There's no end in sight to suffering and this and smiling that we are seeing in this country. So that's why it is important and momentous that our people must reason deeply. Yes, reason deeply. And align themselves with the right movement. At least if it is what you say, this is what I did for my generation. I stand on the side of the truth, or I stood on the side of the truth when I was alive. I projected for the betterment of the future generations, my lineage. So let's talk about referendum. Election will only perpetuate our woes. Don't worry. All these things we are saying, you will begin to see them after this their charade. Yes, we're not prophet of doom, but things we are trying to make a point. That look, that these things, you see, some naysayers, some Latin Thomases, these things will be more, open and more visible to us in the nearer future after 25th of February or thereabout, they want to conduct their charade. And you will see all these things. So there's no future in this contraption.